What's the strangest thing that ever happened to you while working a night shift? I used to work night shifts at a 24-hour gas station on the edge of a quiet mid-sized town. It wasn't the worst job, boring mostly, but it paid decently and gave me time during the day for college classes. The area was mostly rural past the town limits, and we got the occasional strange customer, but nothing I couldn't handle. That changed one summer night that I still think about more than I'd like to admit. It started like any other shift. I came in around 10 p.m., grabbed a coffee from the pot that had probably been sitting there for 6 hours already, and took over from the day guy, Pete. We chatted briefly. He mentioned a trucker had come in earlier asking about abandoned barns in the area. Weird, but not unheard of. This region is littered with old, crumbling barns and silos, and every now and then some photographer or ghost hunter comes sniffing around. Around 2 a.m., after hours of boredom broken only by a couple of drunk kids buying cigarettes and one guy buying windshield wiper fluid and a hot dog, a beat-up white van pulled up. No windows in the back, dents along the sides, and the passenger side mirror was duct-taped on. It sat there for maybe 3 minutes before anyone came out. Finally, the driver's side door opened and this guy stepped out, tall, wearing a greasy mechanic's jumpsuit, completely bald, with this thin, wiry frame and a weird twitch in his left eye. He came in, didn't say a word, just started walking the aisles real slow. I gave him the usual nod and, "Hey, how's it going?" but he didn't respond. Just kind of hovered by the snacks, then moved to the drinks. He picked up a single bottle of water and came to the counter. As I rang him up, he finally spoke. "You seen anyone else in here tonight?" I paused. Yeah, couple people." "Why?" "No reason," he said flatly. "Just thought someone might be following me." I kind of chuckled nervously. "Everything okay?" He looked me dead in the eye. "If someone comes in asking for me, you didn't see me." Then he left. I watched him drive off but noticed he didn't go far. He parked across the street under a burnt-out streetlight and just sat there. No headlights. No movement. Just this white van in the shadows. I texted my buddy, Kyle, who was a sheriff's deputy. Told him some guy was acting weird, and maybe to swing by if he was in the area. He said he'd drop by in about 30 minutes after finishing up paperwork. I felt a little better after that. Around 2:45 a.m., another car pulled in, black sedan, tinted windows. Out comes this guy in a suit. A full-on suit. Not something you see much around here, especially not at a gas station at 3 in the morning. He walks in, smiles, and says, "Evening." I reply, "Evening," and he goes, "I'm looking for someone." Tall guy, shaved head, mechanic's outfit. "You see anyone like that tonight?" I froze for a second. I remembered what twitchy eye guy said. But this guy was polite, clean, confident. Something about him felt official, like FBI vibes, but I wasn't sure. I lied. "Nope, haven't seen anyone like that." He looked at me for a long moment. Like he was trying to see through me. Then he nodded, smiled again, and said, "All right. Thanks. You be careful tonight." He left. But didn't drive off. He parked across the lot, maybe 100 feet away from the van. Now I'm watching both of them from behind the counter. No movement. 10 minutes pass. 15. Then suddenly, both vehicles' driver's side doors open at the same time. Twitchy eye guy takes off sprinting behind the store, and suit guy is out after him. I hear yelling but can't make out the words. A scuffle. Then silence. I'm not proud of it, but I didn't go outside. I locked the doors, turned off the lights in the store area, and watched through the window while calling Kyle again. No answer. After maybe 5 minutes, suit guy returns, alone. Walks straight to his car, and drives off. No sign of the other guy. No blood, no body, nothing. Just, gone. At this point, I'm completely freaked out. I unlock the doors, walk around the back of the store with a flashlight. Nothing. Just gravel and weeds. No one in sight. Kyle showed up around 3:30. I told him everything. He did a sweep, checked the parking lot, ran the plate number I managed to write down from the van before it all went down. Nothing came up. He shrugged it off as, probably just some sketchy drug stuff, and told me to let him know if I saw either of them again. I didn't. A week later, I was checking inventory in the stockroom and found a dirty, rolled-up piece of cloth wedged between a box of windshield wipers and the wall. Inside it was a knife, military style, not like something you'd use for camping or work. Wrapped around the handle was a small strip of black electrical tape. Written on the tape, in tiny, cramped writing, was a name, R.Dawes. I googled it. Closest hit was a guy who went missing in Oregon 5 years ago. A mechanic. Wanted for questioning in connection to the death of a federal agent. His last known sighting. Driving a white van with no plates. I showed it to Kyle. He took it seriously this time and sent it up the chain. A couple men in suits, real ones this time, came by a few days later, asked me the same questions, took the knife, and left. I never got any follow-up. I eventually quit the gas station job. Took one closer to campus. For a while, I kept watching for white vans or black sedans. Still do, sometimes. But whoever those guys were, whatever happened that night, it's like it was just a glitch in the world. A moment that wasn't supposed to happen to someone like me. I'll never know if the guy in the van was running from justice, or if the guy in the suit was something darker. But I do know this, if someone ever tells you to lie for them, and someone else comes asking, you better be really sure who you're protecting.